berasal dari Rumah Baca Rangkang Pustaka.
Hai semuanya, dukungan untuk menonton video ini sangat berguna dan bersemangat bagi kami untuk video di minggu berikutnya.
Years ago, with long-term disasters like this, what is needed from government to the general public, in our perspective, is one word: trust. We need the public to trust us. If they don't trust us, there is no way we can collaborate. There is no way that the public is going to listen to what government is advising the general public to do. Because it requires everyone to get engaged. To break the circuit, it requires everyone in our populations to be actively involved. So the key here is trust. If we build trust, we will be able to go through the crisis, and we'll be able to sort of allow our policy to be implemented by everyone, not only by a certain group of individuals, but by everyone. And that has been our approach. Why we had that in mind? I had the opportunity. I was to engage with city mayors across the globe. I was active in the C40. C40 is an association of mayors of big cities. I serve as the vice chairman of C40 steering committee. The chairman was the mayor of LA at that time. The vice chairman is the mayor of the governor of Tokyo and governor of Jakarta. So we organized many meetings with all these mayors. Who are the speakers of all these meetings? Mayors in cities that experience the pandemic early stage. So Mayor Park of Seoul, and then mayors of Milan, and then mayors of some countries in Northern Europe, Tehran, and many other cities that have experienced earlier than us. All mayors across the globe were participating on those meetings, and they were listening testimony of our fellow mayors sharing their tough times in a very emotional way. When they were sharing, "Sir, our hospital is unable to take care of all these patients. They are, on the hallway. They're in the hallway. They have, pictures that we have started to see in the months later. But at that time, we've been listening to all these mayors. And then they've been saying, please do this necessary measure. Preparing a quarantine area, enlarging your capacity." So many of these lessons learned from other places were being noted down, and we started to adopt that. But one thing that we thought was clear: trust is key. And to gain trust, at least there are three components of trust. One, and it's like a function. It's like a model. Trust equal, one, competence, plus integrity, plus intimacy. Then you get trust. You want to be trusted, you have to have competence. You want to be trusted, you have to have integrity. You want to be trusted, you have to have intimacy with whoever is going to trust you. So those three variables. But number one is on the competence. Then you need to understand the problem. We invited scholars, scientists to actually come and tell us what needs to be done. I remember a meeting in March 14. 3 days after WHO declared pandemic. Pandemic was declared on March 11. So March 14, it was Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon, we had a meetings and we invited everyone meaning all important stakeholders, the Association of Epidemiologists, Association of Hospital Leaders, Head of Faculties of Medicine, and WHO. And this is also a turning moment for me, a turning point at that time. Why? The WHO representative in Jakarta confirmed he was going to join. When the meeting started, he wasn't there. Okay? So we called him and said, we have invited you to join. And they said, yes, I'm joining it online. Okay? We're talking about March 2020, not March 2021. Having a meeting online was still very rare. Okay? And he said, our procedure at WHO is we are no longer allowed to attend face-to-face meetings. We are only allowed to do an online meeting, teleconference. And it was an eye-opening for me. Oh my God. And we all here in the room, face-to-face, no mask, no face covering, and we were in the stage of ignorance at that time. Okay? And then this is an eye-opening statements from the head of WHO representative in Jakarta saying that I'll contribute. And during that meeting, we decided to close all schools in Jakarta, starting on Monday, 16th of March, and then close all parks, close all public facilities. The move was not popular at all. Why? Because the general public is not seeing victims yet. Okay? And we know the numbers is growing from our hospitals reports, but we are not seeing the result coming back from our testing yet. So we had to adopt a policy that may not be in favor of the general public. And number two, the national government also not in favor of that policy. And you have to adopt it in the capital city. And that was sort of the constraints or the dilemma that we face. But we keep telling ourselves, we better do the right thing, because this is what all the scientists on epidemiology has been advising. This is the way to go. So on the competent aspects, learn from the expert. We were no expert on epidemiology at that time.